Welcome back to the mat. Thanks for joining me. As always, I'm so happy that you're here and I can't wait for us to move together. Today we're going to be doing a quick and easy morning Pilates sequence. I know for me personally, if I don't work out in the morning, a lot of times I just won't work out for the rest of the day. Things come up, friends happen, happy hours happen, life just happens. So I find by working out first thing in the morning, just moving my body, getting a little bit of like flow going, I make better decisions throughout the rest of the day. I feel better during the rest of my day, and I've gotten my workout out of the way, which we love. So we can go ahead and get started. We're gonna get started lying on our backs on our mat. Oh, just rolling down. We're gonna have our feet flat on the floor. Move my bum to the side. Knees pointing towards the ceiling. Let's just put one hand on our chest, one hand on our belly for just a second. Do some deep breathing. Let's inhale together. Exhale, we just woke up. I mean, honestly, I'm right there with you. I did actually just wake up. I figured I would do this right first thing in the morning to directly mirror what you guys are feeling. So I'm also in that body sensation. Let's do a little bit of a stretch, going front to back. Come back in. We're gonna put our hands just right on our hip bones. We're gonna do a little bit of hip rolling. We're gonna pretend that we have a marble right here in the pocket of our pelvis. We're gonna tilt it back so it's rolling towards our belly button. Tilt it to the side so it's moving towards our left hip bone. Bottom so it's moving towards like our pubic bone. Right hip bone, back to our belly button. Let's just do a few more rounds of this. Normally, I don't want our lower back to come up off the mat, but in this case, it's going to have to in order for us to get that marble down to our pubic bone. This is just warming us up. Ooh, feels nice. All right, let's switch. So I'm gonna go down towards my pubic bone first, over towards, I was mixing up my right and my left, over towards my left, down to my belly button, over to my right. This is a small movement. Like, I hope you guys can see it on camera, but we are just doing little bitty rocks with our pelvis, warming up our hips, warming up our lower back. If you want to take your arms out to a T, now that you've gotten that feeling in your body, you fully can. Let's reverse again. So we're going back to the initial direction. It's a little massage too for our like sacrum lower back area. Can you make it bigger and exaggerate it? I feel like I'm rolling. Let's go reverse again. Get your knees into it a little bit. Maybe that helps direct that marble around. I'm gonna go right, left, right. So I'm not doing a full circle. I'm just going right and left, waking up that way. I'm gonna go back and forth, waking up that way as well. All right, let's come back to a neutral position. Arms are going to be alongside our body. Maybe step your feet in so you're just brushing your heels with your fingertips. We're going to lift our hips to the sky, lower ourselves back down. Lift, rolling up like you're peeling your body up from your tailbone all the way to your upper back, roll back down. Lift. Hover for just a second, maybe walk your shoulders in a little bit more, provide a bit more stability, getting a stretch through those hip flexors first thing in the morning. Let's roll ourselves back down with control. So upper, middle, lower, back. Let's bring our knees in, give it a quick little hug. Let's do some circles here. Just circling our knees as well. So we're getting even more of that massage in our lower back and sacrum. Come back up. We're going to take our knees to just over our shoulders, holding on to our ankles. Heels are together, toes are apart. We're gonna round our head in. We're gonna pivot back, and we're gonna roll all the way up to a seat. Nice. Let's do a few roll backs, or rolling like a balls rather, sorry. And we're just coming right back up. And can you keep this distance and this distance the same the entire time? So you're not using your momentum so much as you're using your ab to come up. Well, your abs, not just one ab, but you're using your abs to come back up. 2. Ooh, there we go. You saw that was my sticking point. Seated position. Let's do 2 more. Oh, yes. Ooh, just got a little ankle crack. Roll back down. Roll back up. Let's put our feet down. Let's stretch ourselves forward through. We're letting our knees fall to the side. And we're just gonna stretch ourselves through. Leaving our feet planted. I'm gonna bring my knees back together. I'm gonna roll on down until I'm all the way to the mat. We're gonna lengthen out that left leg, pick up your right leg so it's facing the sky. I'm gonna bring my arms back alongside my body. And we're gonna do a few little leg circles. We're gonna cross our body down, out, and up. Just again, getting some movement and fluidity going in our hip socket. I feel like that's the biggest thing you want to focus on in the morning. You're not necessarily looking to do like big, heavy strength workouts. You just kind of want to get your body, shake off all the creaks and cracks from what's going on during the night and feel good again. Let's reverse. So we're going in, up, down, in, up, out, down. And you can do tiny little circles, so you're just right up here. You don't want to go too big. If you start feeling popping in your hip, you've gone too far. Make your circle much smaller. You might find that happens a bit more depending on how tight you are. All right, let's go back to that original direction. We're just gonna do 3 in this one. 2, 3. Bring your knee into your chest, give it a hug, switch legs. I'm gonna hug my left knee in for just a quick second before I extend it up. We're gonna go across, down, out, up. So pretend like we are stirring a spoon in a coffee cup. You have your morning coffee, you're adding your collagen, you're adding your sugar, you're adding your pumpkin spice almond milk, if you're me, and we're just stirring it up. We're gonna switch directions. So I'm going in, up, out, down. Again, still just stirring my leg and nothing else is moving. We're keeping my hips stable. I am just a little spoon in my coffee cup. Let's go back to that initial direction. So down, in, down, out, up. Hug it in. Lengthen your legs out, lengthen your arms out. Bring your arms to face the ceiling. And we're gonna just roll up, articulating through our spine as we come up, 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 over our lap, reaching past our toes. Shoulders are relaxed down our back. I'm gonna dig my heels into the ground as I come back down, lengthening out overhead. I'm gonna inhale. Exhale as I roll over, come back down. Think about having your heels stay in the same position the entire time. I know that might not be possible. I know it's not for me. There's definitely some shifting that happens here, especially on my way down, but that's the goal, is to be able to keep your heels stable and in the same position as you work your body down. We're gonna do one more. Rounding up over, like we're going over a beach ball or like a prickly cactus ball in our lap. Stretch, 2, 3. Let's hold onto our feet, pull ourselves down. Maybe you need to move some of your cheekage out from underneath your tush. And we're just gonna do a quick little stretch. And if you're just holding on to your shins, if you're holding up here and this is as far as you go, totally fine, do not worry about it. Everybody has different depths that they can hit, especially depending on the day. So just go to what feels good for you. We're back up. I'm gonna roll all the way back down, almost walking down my body. All right, from here, I'm gonna roll onto my side. I am on my right side and my left side is facing up. I'm gonna lengthen out my arm, put my left hand in front of my chest to stabilize, My feet are out in front of me, and I'm actually just gonna tuck them right in, and my knee is almost directly in line with the front of the mat. My heels and feet are in line with my booty. Hand is firmly planted into the ground, and we're just gonna do a few clamshells. So open that top leg, close it. Open, close. Keeping our hips stacked so we're not rolling back, we're not rolling our forward. We're just stacked right over each other, doing a few little clams. Waking up the glutes, strengthening them. I know we said we don't want to start with a lot of like strength, but we still need strong glutes in order to walk, move, look good in our leggings if we are being so very honest. All right, nice. Ooh, let's do one more. Cool. Let's lengthen our legs so that they're a little bit in front of us. They're like at that front corner of the mat. We're going to lift our top leg up and we're going to do a few circles. If circles aren't really working in your brain and you're struggling to like keep your balance, you can also think about hitting 4 corners of a square. It's the same sort of motion in your leg. Like your body doesn't know the difference, but your mind definitely will. Or you can alternate between the two, see if you feel a difference. Let's switch directions. Come back down. We're going to take this top leg and we're going to step it in front of us. So it's like in front of our hip. Hold on to it if you need to with your left hand. Pick up your right leg and we're just going to do some upper, lower, upper, lower. Working our inner thighs on that bottom leg. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's do a few more. Ooh. All right, nice work. Let's roll over into our belly. We're gonna put our elbows underneath our shoulders. Legs are gonna be long behind us. We're gonna look to the right, roll our collarbone along our chin, look to the left, back to center. We're looking to the left, putting our chin on our shoulder, rolling it all the way down and around till we're looking at the right, back to center. One more, right, roll down, around, so you're looking at the left, back to center. From here, let's flip onto our other side. You can just roll over. I'm gonna come to the other end of my mat, so I'm still facing you guys. Arms long, my right hand is planted in front of my chest. We're bending our knees in and our heels and feet are aligned with our butt. We're gonna do a few clamshells. Open, close, thinking about keeping those hips stacked on top of each other. You should be feeling this pretty tensely by the end of it in this upper glute, which is really where you want to be working from. Upper glute and then inner thigh to close. Upper glute to open, inner thigh to close. Ooh. Clamshells seem like they should be so easy, but why are they so hard? All right, let's lengthen out our legs. I'm gonna stack them right on top of each other, lifting up this top leg. And we're gonna do those circles or squares, depending on what works for you. Again, keeping our leg about hip height and keeping our hips stacked one on top of another and really pressing into this hand to help stabilize. Reverse your circles. Ooh. Let's do 3, 2, 1 more. Come back together. Putting this foot in front of our hips, holding onto it with that right hand, lifting that lower leg, lowering it. Lift, lower, lift, lower. And making sure, again, that we're working through this inner thigh on that bottom leg, on our left leg. So a few more here. These are hard. But you know what? We're starting the day with hard things. If we can start with hard things, the rest of the day is a cakewalk. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2. All right. Coming back in. Flip over onto our bellies. Push back into a child's pose, getting a stretch through our lower back. Roll up. Let's do a quick cat-cow. So we're gonna arch our back, chin to the sky, opening our collarbones, rounding our spine like we're a spooky Halloween cat. Maybe rolling along it a little bit. And there you have it. We are all done. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat, and I'll see you next time. Bye.